Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. This is issue number 6 of the Call of Duty Zombies comic that has just released, and it's the last one. There are no more Call of Duty Zombies comics after this. Certainly, that have been announced so far. So, today, I'm going to be reading through the whole thing, as I've done with every single other issue. If you want to start from the beginning, link in the description down below to the playlist. But without further ado, here we go. Call of Duty Zombies, issue number 6, begin. We start off where we left off in the last issue, with the zombies climbing into this building here, and you've got Undead Richtofen leading the charge.
Should we be shooting? Russman feels like we should be shooting.
We should be leaving. Where the hell is Malton? If he's dead, we're dead. He's not dead. I hope. Now what?
If it's sky zombies, I'm done. Done.
Russman's having a bad time. Oof! He lands on his face. Crash! I told you he was still kicking. That was not as dexterous as I'd hoped. Move faster.
Ready.
I feel like I should be shooting.
Russman doesn't like smart zombies.
I believe he's been part of the plan, and it would be wise to not deanimate him unless he shows signs of active threat. He means don't shoot him. Crunch! Zombies coming through the door there. Of course, if that don't move us fast, we get to have our pick of unpleasant deaths. Boom. Portal opens. Hell yeah.
Well, there you go. Home sweet home.
Hell yeah, baby. Home Sweet Home was the name of my t-shirt design back in the day that we released last year. It was then the name of that achievement or little challenge, I guess, at the end of Revelations when you complete the Easter egg. Ah, nostalgia, man. You've got the zombies in the back looking crazy. You've got Undead Richtofen looking unhappy as hell. More zombies looking crazy there. And the crew, go, go, go. Probably going to be the last chance I get to shoot a smart zombie. And the first. No! My friend says he still has a purpose to fulfill. And so do we. You ever feel like life is just like a video game? The bad guys just keep respawning. Are they really doing this right now? Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. I have no idea what you're talking about, says Malton. They're jumping out there, shooting as many zombies as they can. Stuhlinger's still got the book, and they're just leaving Undead Richtofen behind, I guess, for now. And he's just fallen over. That's weird. What the hell's the deal there? And then the zombies keep approaching and just leave him on the floor. Oh, he's playing dead so that the cyborg zombies don't attack him, I think. Interesting. So, what next? Your friend go quiet again? That doesn't answer my question. Well, I guess the plan is figure out how to kill the meat golems. I may have a suggestion there. When I was studying the plans for the laboratory, I noticed a design flaw. For a few minutes after activation, the transport system's unstable. It exists in a state of flux that means kinetic impact could cause a catastrophic chain reaction.
What in the hell does that actually mean?
If you shoot the device, it may explode. I like the sound of that. I do not know if the chain reaction will be limited. It could potentially ignite the atmosphere of the entire planet. Okay, I like that less. Boop. Somebody pressing the button and it's Undead Richtofen. Ooh, and he's getting the blood vials. Okay, interesting. We're going to have to roll the dice. We can't fight through these deadheads fast enough to get away from the metalheads. It's boom or die. It could be boom and die. Hopefully they can be a meat shield.
I would hope we don't cause catastrophic atmospheric ignition.
That's just not the sort of thing that Russman would say. Get out of here, Jesus Christ. Undead Richtofen has the blood vials, and he's creeping away. Cheeky boy. Fleeing the scene of the crime. Okay, interesting. He's hiding around the corner there. Am I shooting stuff Russman brought? That element whatever? The element's inert, in this sense. It's the power capacitors in the machine itself that are vulnerable. Just tell me what to shoot at, Malton. The device. Center mass. There it is. That I can do. And she fires. And the bullet starts flying, and it's whistling through the air, and the zombie's getting punched in the face, and another one's tearing the ears off another zombie, and it's right on target. Kaboom. Doom, in fact. Doom! Zombies going flying. Absolute chaos. Will it ignite the atmosphere? No. Okay, so we didn't kill the planet. That's 1 in the win column. Did we kill those things, though?
I believe the answer to that is yup.
Zombie dead. Nice. Now what, though? Does that book of yours do something? My friend says to wait. For what? That? Oh. Portal opening. Great.
I'm definitely too old for this shit.
Finally. Come on, we have to go.
Well, now, that's just it. To Rustman's mind.
We don't have to go. What? We can make it through the zombies. We can survive. This whole, whatever you want to call it, we've been on the run, pushed, but now we can choose. That portal represents an unknown. This world is a known variable.
How do we know there's not just more bullshit on the other side of that thing? Your friend could just be using us until we're dead.
I believe. And even if that is it, is that worse? Work together or die alone, right?
Well, shit. I can't let him do that alone.
We survive this by being a team. Hopefully, this is the last one. And they go through the portal and your boy is there! Oh my goodness. Sammy! It's me, Edward! Oh my goodness.
Rustman thinks this guy looks familiar.
The intelligent reality that has been following us. It resembles him. I know that voice. Sammy? We should be quiet. The kids are asleep upstairs. What? The kids are asleep upstairs. Bro, we're in the house. I didn't even realize. Holy moly, that's cool. That's the telepad in the basement. Mate, that's so cool. Okay, we should be quiet. The kids are asleep upstairs. Are you the voice in my head? Didn't I introduce myself? My name is Dr. Edward Richtofen, and I've been trying so very hard to do the right thing. Mate! Ah, the classic quote. Okay. I brought this. This is the individual who's been transporting us. So, how do you keep from laughing every time you heard that voice in your head? Oh, you brought it! Wunderbar! I literally cannot wait to read it. This was all for that? This is the end?
You just wanted us to stop at a library for you?
Not merely a book, my friends. This book documents the vast and ever-changing histories and mysteries of the entirety of the universe. What do you want with it? I need to find something very important. Something I have to steal. Man, I love it. Before my eyes, within my head, I see it all. I see everything. The forces of good and evil battling across all of time and space. It pains and saddens me to say that apparently I've been an agent and an ally to both. But within this book, I see each and every possible version of reality play out before me. Spoiler! I died in every one. Are you okay? Life and death. The endless cycle. Question! Do you want to live? Yes? Me too. And thanks to you and this book, actually mostly this book, I think I know how we can. Do you not believe me?
Russman thinks you've been running around this whole time, moving us like them chess pieces.
I believe the reanimate was doing your bidding, keeping us distracted and moving. I think what they're saying is, we don't trust you. Fair point. Even though I've been trying to do the right thing, I will readily admit it doesn't exactly come naturally. I think saving our lives is another con. You're gonna keep jerking us around until we're dead. Or worse, which I didn't used to think was even a possibility. Regrettably, I do not have time to debate my motives right now. I have other business to attend to, but I will offer you a choice. When I return, you may go with me and see if I can save all our lives. Or you may stay on this world. I can send you wherever in it you wish to go. Although, honestly, it is all pretty much equally terrible. You have until my return to decide. And he goes through the portal just like that. You know, I really hate seeing you like this. Or, I suppose, seeing me like this. I really have to thank you. Was this your idea? I'm honestly not even sure. When you know everything that happens in a story, chronology kind of goes out the window. Now, that comment is so silly, holy moly, because he's saying that he read the chronorium, which told him the whole story, but we're reading a story of the story right now, which is of him learning the story. Bruh. Blood. It makes sense. I've always been obsessed with it. I suppose, in some ways, you're the one that got Sammy to do all this, so I shouldn't feel too guilty. And then, oh my goodness me, is that what I think it is? Alcatraz. Always the long way around, but necessary to secure the additional blood required for our insurance policy. Mate, this is so cool! And then he's going somewhere that I don't recognize. Trust me, Edward, you will need this blood? What? Bro, this is it! Holy moly, I'm so glad they're actually showing this in the comic. Deary me. I was convinced they were going to skip past it and do some sort of sneaky plot device so they didn't have to show it, but nope. He's straight up giving the blood to himself. This is so cool. When the time comes, it will protect you. Back, once more, to this cursed prison. I know the rules are different here. Perhaps different enough. I suppose we shall see. Bro. Now what? Oh, there's a bookshelf opening. Oh, I guess that's the lift that he's just coming out of. Well, have you made a decision? We have. And she's got a cipher on her comic there, interestingly. There's been cipher stuff throughout all of this, by the way, but it's on her, not on her comic, sorry, on her hat. We want to live.
Not like this.
The likelihood of us getting a better option is slim. You've done me well so far. Wunderbar! These are suspension devices. They will keep you in a kind of stasis until the final world arrives. We're trusting you. And I shall try to be worthy of that trust. And in they go. Wow. Those pods look really interesting. They do not look like the same pods that we see the test subjects in Black Ops 3. That's something very interesting and worth noting. So they step inside into stasis. Ah. Right on time. Someone's coming through a portal. There's the little buzzer notifying them that somebody's on the way. Wait, hold on. He's back to the prison? But they were in the house. Hold on. Let me just pause here real quick. They were in the house, right? They went into the house. And by the way, if you can hear my washing machine in the background, I apologize. They were in the house, I believe, because he said that the children are upstairs. Yeah, the kids are asleep upstairs. So they were in the house. Then he says back to this cursed prison. So he's not actually talking about Alcatraz there. He's talking again about the house. So he goes back to the house, down this little elevator, which we haven't seen before, I don't think, in the house. And then it swings out of a bookshelf. But then the stasis pods are in the house. Which is really weird to me. But let's go with it. Sure, I guess. Ah, right on time. Someone else teleports in. Great, no, this has to be in the prison then. So he is talking about the prison, so it's not in the house. So the kids are upstairs In the prison? Ah? What the hell's going on there? Unless he teleported them with him? Or something? Or there's a cut in time between the Wunderbar and him telling them about the suspension devices? Man, that's a weird, weird jump. Definitely need to have a bit of a think about that. So, right on time. There is the Zetsubou crew.
Great. Another you. That's all we need, Richtofen.
Doctor? Dude, I love the fact that he just says hello to himself like that. Simultaneously. Like, tip of the hat, Doctor? Amazing.
Who are the guys in the pods?
Just some old friends. Try not to worry about them. Just like you, they are safe. And that's the end of the comic. Man. That's actually pretty emotional. I'm not going to lie. That last page of the of the Zetsubou crew coming in from their quick zip at the end of the Zetsubou Easter egg, being in the prison very, very briefly, the crew going into the pods, and then Richtofen being like, they're just some old friends. Try not to worry about them. Just like you. They're safe. Man, like, I've legit got goosebumps right now. Don't know if you can see those bad boys, but man, that's the end of the transit crew. As much as I thought that they were kind of weak characters, and as much as I feel like some of the writing for them could have been better in these comics as well, some of the dialogue's been really spotty with them, and things like just stuff that they shouldn't have been saying, like stuff that certain characters would never say, but they've said it in the comics, and it's felt a little bit weird. But still, I do think that's pretty poignant that they go through all of that hard work on Transit and Buried and Die Rise and this as well. There are all the stuff they had to do with Zero Base and the Empty Earth and all of it. And they come together, and then right at the end, Richtofen gives them an ultimatum on the spot. They've never met the man before in their life, and they're just like, please, we're trusting you here. Keep us safe. And that's the end of the comic. Try not to worry about them. Just like you, they're safe. And that final shot is the four of them in the stasis pods, ready to be awoken in the next game? Maybe. Let's come back to that in just a moment, because I want to quickly mention, right at the end here, we have the Mob of the Dead loading screen, the remastered Mob of the Dead loading screen is what we're seeing here. So the left-hand side is normal. The left-hand side is stuff we've seen before. The right-hand side is new, though. It's torn asunder, and I've done an entire video talking about its contents and the London map hints, and that's going to be in the corner of the screen, just up there, if you want to click it. Okay, so go watch that video right now. It'll be linked in the description down below too. But the remastered Mob of the Dead loading screen is at the back of the comic, and that wraps up the Call of Duty Zombies comic from issues 1 to 6. I've live read through absolutely all of them now. Hopefully you guys have really enjoyed that little series, and what I might end up doing when the omnibus of all 6 issues comes out in a couple of months' time, I might go back through them all and read them all and really make a little bit more of a professional job out of it. But for now, I'm really glad that that ended in that way. I think this issue of the comic was really cool. Like, Richtofen getting really excited when he gets the Chronorium and then jumping into it, and the green and red and purple splashing out of the page is so beautiful. Like, the art in this issue is fantastic, in my opinion. The forces of good and evil coming through there, and you've got Monty, and then you've got the Shadow Man, you've got the kids in the house as well. Just absolutely loving the designs. And then he drops the book, and it's kind of smoking green. It just looks fantastic. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. That was a really good end to the comic, in my opinion. It could have been a bit more in-depth. It could have given us a couple more questions to answer about the future, sure. But seeing him talking to himself and giving himself the blood vials, as was foretold, I guess, in the prophecy that was the timeline. Seeing himself taking the blood vials from undead him, just all of that was really, really cool to see. So, I'm a happy man. What can I say? What can I say? I've been MrRoflWaffles. Please leave a like on the video if you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.